Only then did Britt tell me that that's what dragon fruit does to your body. So thanks, Father.
Welcome back to the Rangeless Travel Podcast. We're your favorite adventure travel hosts. I'm Britt, and this is Ryan. Together, we travel the world by plane, train, and 89 Ford Sportsmobile, capturing the beauty, adventure, and culture in every corner of the globe. Currently, we're traveling the U.S. in an old van with our 2 dogs, Layla and Cedar. Every Tuesday, we share stories and tips to inspire you to book that next trip. So go ahead and don't be shy. Follow along with us at Rangeless_ on Spotify, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. Let's dive in. This week on the Rangeless Travel Podcast, we're giving you all of the top cafes you're not going to want to miss as a digital nomad or a backpacker when you're visiting the island of Siargao in the Philippines. There are so many places to eat and cafes and coffee shops and bakeries and everything when you're in Siargao.
Especially around General Luna area, it's really, you're spoiled for choice.
And General Luna is most likely the area you're going to stay in. You're going to stay in because it's where the tourists and the backpackers kind of all stay. The main road is Tourism Road.
Yeah.
And the majority of the places we're going to talk about today are found on Tourism Road. So it's a big old loop, and you can't really miss any of the good stuff.
No.
So the cafes, we're judging them, but they're not in the necessary order from like favorite to least favorite or least favorite to favorite. Like, they're not in a necessary order, but we are saving our favorite for last.
Yes.
The rest of them are just...
Yes. And our criteria are coffees, food. Like seating.
And like outlets.
And outlets, yeah. If it has air conditioning or not. And then also...
Wi-Fi.
The Wi-Fi situation.
Because the Philippines is not good for having like really strong Wi-Fi everywhere, so it can be a little bit challenging.
Yeah.
And overall vibes.
Overall vibes is the last.
So the first place is first. Every Instagrammer, every TikToker, every blogger, every travel influencer says the same place. Can't miss Shaka.
Shaka. It's probably the most famous place there. They have a bunch of branches every place. You're going to be going there for your smoothie bowls.
Yeah.
That's the real draw of Shaka. It's like a beach post-surf like smoothie bowl situation.
Yeah.
The one in Siargao, the coffees are really good. They have full like espresso machine set up. Shaka is...
Right on the beach.
Right on the beach.
Right by Cloud 9.
Yes.
So you can watch all the waves come in. You can watch the surfers. They're famous for their smoothie bowls. So you're in the Philippines. All of the fresh produce and fruit is just amazing and delicious.
Yes.
They're fruity.
And their smoothie bowls are delicious.
And they're pretty.
And they're so well presented. It's like an art piece.
Yeah, and their coffee's really good. They have a full espresso machine.
Yes. So the food and the drinks are really good at Shaka. That's a big draw to it. The one in Siargao is like outside, like under like palm trees.
Yeah.
And like little huts outside. No outlets to be found.
Outlets.
There is Wi-Fi, but
It was okay Wi-Fi, but without outlets.
It's not really a workplace, and obviously there's no AC because it's outside.
It's outside. There is tons of seating. It's like picnic benches.
Yeah.
For the most part, it's like picnic benches.
And they're mostly covered with like the bamboo. And then the vibes of Shaka is like beachy vibes.
Surf, yeah, there's going to be a lot of people in there like post-surf. It's like a post-surf beach shack.
Yeah.
That's the vibes. It's great. It's definitely worth a stop. And
absolutely, yeah.
We like it, but we wouldn't recommend it to like work out all day.
No.
But it's definitely like a good breakfast spot, a good meet up with a friend spot, a good post-surf pop-in spot.
Absolutely. Next one is the Whitebeard Cafe.
Yeah, this one is not on Tourism Road. You're going to have to get on a scooter and go on a little bit more of an adventure.
Yeah.
But it's absolutely worth it. It was a really cool spot.
Whitebeard Cafe is right down by the pier. And
so if you go on any like more bigger tours or excursions, it's down in that area.
So like if you're planning on going on like a island hopping
building
tour,
is there.
Yeah, or if you're going to Sohoton Cove, it's right there. So maybe stop there first and get
breakfast before you go on your adventure. Yeah.
Yeah, if the waves aren't too rough though, because you might get seasick if that's the case.
Yeah, but the coffee is phenomenal. I think
really, really good coffee there.
Yeah,
and really good breakfast food too. You got
waffles and bacon
Yeah. And I got
And the waffles were really good. And the syrup was really good. Because sometimes when you order syrup, like, because I'm American from the Northeast, so we get, like, maple syrup grows right there. And sometimes when I go to other places, I won't get pancakes or waffles because, like, I'm like, whatever syrup they're going to give me is going to be funny. The syrup was really good. So.
Yeah. And I got French toast with Spam. Because Spam is like
is really popular in the
staples in the Philippines, yeah. And it was really, really good.
I know why. Spam's a staple in the Philippines.
Why?
Because, so, World War II was when mass-produced, like, tinned food became, like, widely available. And they could, for the first time ever, they could mass-produce it safely and, like, shoot it out for the masses.
Yes.
So, when rations and everything were happening, there was more and more production of canned meats and canned things in general. Now, the Philippines, because they were in the Pacific, and Japan was heavily involved, the Japanese occupied a lot of the Philippines during World War II, and then a lot of, like, the U.S. was in the Philippines during World War II. They had a ton of big, like, naval ships and battleships out in that area, and they brought with them this mass-produced tin meat. That mass-produced tin meat was Spam, and many of the people were, sharing or giving some of the stuff, and you can find it. It's also why Spam's really popular in Hawaii. Because there was the naval base there, and they were sending it to the American soldiers. Yeah, they were sending it to the American soldiers, and then it just kind of became a staple because it was hard to get anything because they were rationing everything, and you're literally in a war. Like, how do you tend to your garden? Like, it's just bad. It's just bad. Like, it's just a really tense time in history. But that is where Spam comes from. It's been there since World War II. Yeah. Okay. You're welcome.
Anyways, back to the Whitebeard Cafe. Seating is going to be limited there. It's a really small spot.
Yes.
There's no laptops allowed.
No.
At all.
There was like those signs that are like, put your phone down, talk to your neighbor.
Yeah. No outlets. The music is nice. The vibes are really cool. Yeah. It's like relaxed.
You walk in when we were there, at least, like the man who owns it, Whitebeard, that's his nickname. He's sitting right in the front. He's right there saying hi to everyone. He's right there being like, did you have a nice experience? It was packed. You had both like domestic tourists in there and international tourists in there. And, like, some local people popping into the shop. Yeah. Like, a lot of, like, local surfers and stuff popping in, like, grabbing a coffee and, like...
Yeah, it's really good.
And they had the fattest dog.
They had the fattest dog.
Oh, he was the goodest boy. He
was a chonker.
What was he, like a lab or something like that? And he was an, oh, Lord, he's coming. But I was like, oh, Ryan, did you see that chonker?
That's right, they did.
Yeah, which was just part of the vibes. It was... Overall, it's immaculate vibes. I definitely recommend it for like a pre-adventure breakfast. Just take the ride out just to have breakfast. The food's really good. You're going to be happy with it. Yeah. The coffee is really, really good. You're going to be extremely happy with it. And the vibes were immaculate. Yeah. But don't plan on going there as a digital nomad and being like, this is where I'm going to work all day. You're absolutely not going to.
No, you're not.
It's not a work spot. It's a breakfast spot. So bring your friends.
Yeah. Next spot is the Reef. The Reef is like located inside like this resort, but you're allowed to go in there.
Yeah.
But
it was like the Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
It was like we stepped through the Twilight Zone and we was like do 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 do.
Yeah, there was nothing like specifically wrong with the place, but it felt like it was built in like the 90s and hasn't been updated since that. It's a big open like space, like cafe spot.
It's pretty, like you're looking right at the beach.
And you're still looking at the water, which is nice, but it was just
weird. The vibes were off. The vibes were off. So let's backtrack to the coffee. The coffee was instant coffee. Okay. I got a cup of tea. The cup of tea was just like a Lipton tea bag. It was just a cup of tea. The food, my food was good. I had like shrimp and like French fries. I had like garlic shrimp or something, and they were good. But the serving size was pretty small, so like I was literally still hungry.
Yeah.
And your breakfast looked not good.
I went for I ordered like a full English kind of breakfast or a full Aussie breakfast. I don't remember what they labeled it, but it was a full like fried breakfast. And honestly, it was kind of
It was disappointing.
depressing to look at.
Surprise. But their seating was good.
Their seating was great.
Their seating was great. They had tons of tables. It was big open. Didn't they have like a pool table or something
There was
in
a
there?
pool
Yeah.
table in
There was
there,
even
yeah.
like down seating, like more towards the water. That was
Yeah.
like really nice. And you were overlooking the beach. And then they had outlets.
They did have outlets, and there was a couple of doggies running around and things like that.
Oh, they had all the, what kind of dogs were they?
They were little guys. I don't remember.
Were they like,
Jack Russells or something?
Yeah,
like that.
they were Jack Russells, and there was like a whole herd of them, and they were
Yeah.
cute. Yeah, they had cute dogs.
And there is Wi-Fi, but the Wi-Fi is weird. They give you like a passcode, which is unique, and you have to buy something. But obviously, you're going there to buy something anyway.
You're gonna buy. You should never just go in somewhere. And
Absolutely
just
not.
Not buy anything.
But the password only works for one device.
And it only works for so long, and then you get kicked off, which is okay.
That makes sense. But
that's
like,
okay.
I agree with the getting kicked off thing, but
Yeah.
I don't agree with the one device thing because like you need to use your phone, you need to use your laptop if you're doing any little bit of work, even if you're only there for an hour while you eat to work. Like it's just inconvenient, and you trying to get to the page to log in and all that was a disaster.
Pain. It was hard to get to the Wi-Fi. Like it wasn't working.
Yeah.
It wasn't working. I think we got like new passcodes at one point, and then like we still couldn't get it to work.
And then on top of that, the vibes were weird.
Yeah, there was just something off. I wouldn't recommend it.
I would not recommend going there.
I would say go somewhere else. There's so many really good places. That one just like wasn't.
Speaking of good places, Bake is the next one on our list.
Oh yeah, that was a cool spot.
Bake is a cool spot. We pulled up outside and it's upstairs, and we thought that maybe it was closed, but it's not.
Yeah, because I think they were renovating downstairs. I think when we were there, like it's like a bakery, like an Aussie kind of inspired, French inspired kind of bakery. It was like that like kind of fusion. And I think they were renovating downstairs, so they only had upstairs going. So we pulled up and we're like, are we in the wrong place? I don't know if they're open.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll go upstairs. And then there was like one tiny sign that was like upstairs. And we're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Go upstairs. It was like a cute little counter.
Yes. Very nice. Like, I don't know how to describe the decor, but it's
was Aussie
relaxed.
feeling.
Yeah, like
it was Aussie feeling.
And they were blasting the AC in there, which is nice.
Yeah, it was a little chilly because it was raining outside, so we were like damp from outside, and then we're like, oh, we're sitting right in the AC, and now we're cold. But it was welcomed.
Yes, it was very good. Bake, the coffees were really good.
Really
we both
good.
got iced coffees, and they were fantastic.
Yeah, they were really good.
Yeah, one of the best coffees we'd had.
Yeah.
The food was also really good.
good.
I was a little disappointed because I got chicken and waffles, and I only had
Your ratio was off.
The ratio was way off. I got like 4 waffles to like 1 drumstick.
The ratio was off, but it was
while
good.
While it was delicious, I was upset about the ratio. You got...
I got like a pesto, egg,
kind of
sourdough, open-faced thing, and it was really, really good. And my ratio was fantastic.
Yes, and yours was good. I think I just ordered poorly for that one, but I don't regret it. It was still really tasty.
Yeah, it was really good. They also had a bunch of baked goods and stuff there that we had not tried, but I think they are primarily a bakery. Yeah. We just didn't try any of them, but I had the bread, and the bread was really good.
And while the area, like the seating area itself, is kind of small, it is limited seating in there. There's still there's like benches, there's like tables, there's
options in seating.
Options, and
there was lots of outlets.
Never that busy. Well, at least while we were there, it was never that busy that it felt like we were in the way.
Yeah, like we felt comfortable just like hanging there.
Yes, and there was outlets everywhere, and the internet was one of the best that we came across.
The internet was really good. If you need to go somewhere to like get some stuff done, you need a coffee, you want a little bit of like a sneaky snack.
Yeah.
They played music, but it wasn't too loud. It was like vibey music.
Yeah.
It was like, I can like do work to this. Like this isn't affecting my concentration. This is just like building the atmosphere.
Right.
That's the spot.
Yeah.
Like I would stay. Like I'd get up there and just stay there for like a long time, and it was okay. Like we weren't in anybody's way. We weren't.
Yeah, we both liked Bake.
We both liked Bake a lot. It was really good.
Next spot is Lunares, which we went to, and it was very busy the time that we went.
It was really busy.
So they have like a small indoor seating area, and then there's an outdoor like patio. and we couldn't get a spot inside, so we had to sit outside.
Yeah, so inside there's AC, outside
Obviously,
no
there's
AC.
And
Inside lots of outlets and lots of people working.
Right,
Outside
outside,
lots of people working, but no outlets.
The coffees were good.
The coffees were good.
We didn't try any food there, but
it looked good.
And they had a lot of pastries in
they had a lot of
glass window, and it looked really,
and they had like
really
sandwiches and different things like
Yeah,
that. It's very basic,
They
like
had
cafe
salads
stuff.
and stuff on
Yeah.
the menu and things like that. We weren't hungry, so we didn't try it. But the one thing that we did do is we uploaded a full YouTube video there because the internet was so good.
Yeah, that's
internet
what we
was
went there
so
for.
good.
They're like, we'll go get some coffees and upload this YouTube video.
Yes.
And it was chef's kiss.
Yes.
It was. I wouldn't stay there because it just gets really busy.
Right.
So I wouldn't stay there all day because it's just kind of rude to
No.
be taking up a table for like your
Yeah.
one coffee. But I definitely would recommend if you're at the point where you need to upload something, or you're like, I need really reliable Wi-Fi because I need to jump on a client call and it's going to be like 25 minutes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
There were so many people doing calls there. So many
Yeah.
people, like, because there's kind of outside. There's kind of a little bit of like corners.
Yeah.
Where you can kind of try to get like a corner spot, and there was a lot of people. I could tell doing like client calls or boss calls or like.
The only issue with that is the outside patio is right next to Tourism Road, so any traffic noise is gonna be.
You're gonna hear it.
He's gonna hear it. That's the only thing. But other than, like, you can't have everything. You can't.
No, but what are you gonna do? The vibes were good though.
Yeah.
The vibes were like classic work cafe vibes. Like you were like, oh yeah, we're here to work because everyone else is here to work. That's what we're doing.
Yeah. The next spot.
Is Goodies.
Goodies. Goodies is a good one.
Goodies is really good. Goodies coffee is fantastic. The matcha I ordered was milk. Like it wasn't even green.
It wasn't.
It was just a cup of
creamy.
milk. And like I could tell like it had matcha powder in it, but like I don't know if they were running out of matcha, so like they just kind of like
Dunno.
put in whatever they had. I don't know, but it was
go
just
for the matcha.
wouldn't recommend matcha.
I got a
unfortunately.
coffee and I got it in a French press. I think you have a choice. If I remember right, you get a choice of a French press or a carafe for your coffees, and it was really good. And then we got food too.
The food's really good.
The food is really good there. And the one good thing about Goodies especially is they take allergies really, really seriously. So
Yeah.
they have a list of all the allergens in each dish and if it can be modified or not to suit different allergies, which is good.
Allergies or even like preferences.
Or for preferences, which is great because that's really rare to find, especially like in Southeast Asian.
Like if you have food
places.
allergies, I can't
It's
imagine
hard.
it'd be really hard.
Because there's peanuts in everything. There's
Yeah,
like,
there's
you know,
fish in everything.
fish in
There's
everything,
seafood in
yeah.
everything. So for them to like break it down, if you have any sort of like food aversions or food allergies, Goodies is going to be
Yeah.
a safe spot for you.
Yeah, and I think we got the panini and the
Burrito.
and they were both
They're both really good. And then we also went there for nightlife.
We did.
'Cause
It was like a party on the beach.
Yeah, those were like the vibes. And then there were some expats there that were from Greece, and they were making like
Gyros with
like the tzatziki
sauce.
They were
Oh,
really good.
Really good. It was really good.
Yeah, and they had like live music and a dance floor.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, like all day, like normally, they also have like a full store in there.
Right, yeah, and it's like all sustainable stuff
Yeah.
and like zero container.
Yeah, like
kinda-
zero waste, sustainability. They have like a bulk bins for like
Yeah.
shampoos, conditioners, toiletries, for food, grains, rice. They have shirts and Reef Safe sunblock.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They have like all kinds
There's
of.
a taco truck out the front.
Yeah,
And
it's just a vibe.
It's a good spot. I would say definitely hit up Goodies.
Yeah.
There's outlets everywhere, and the internet's really, really good
Mm-hmm.
too. The only thing is, Goodies is so popular that it's always busy.
Yeah.
So like, you can't stay there for very long.
No.
You're just gonna sit there, eat your food. If you have to do a little bit of work while you're eating, just do that. But then don't take up the space because it turns over.
It's turned
quick.
over. Don't be rude about it. So what we did is we went in, ordered our food, took our laptops out because the food took, like 15, 20 minutes
Yeah.
to come out of the kitchen. So we used that time to get a little bit of work done, used the Wi-Fi, and then the food came, we ate our food, and then moved on,
Yeah, but definitely a welcome spot to go for lunch or breakfast or whatever.
Or dinner. They have
Yeah.
dinners too, all of it.
It was great.
Great.
Yeah.
Or even go, like if you're just going around town and doing some shopping, the little shop in there, the little mart is also really great. So
Yeah, and there was quite a lot of seating.
Or
but it
nightlife.
moves
You
quick.
go there for nightlife. Just go to Goodies. At
Go
some
to
point,
Goodies.
go to
You'll-
Goodies.
you'll like it.
You'll like it. It's a good spot.
Next one is Tati. Tati was like right next to our accommodation. It's out like towards the end of Tourism Road. Tati's really, really small. So this is
It's a bubble tea spot.
It's a bubble tea spot. Yes.
Yeah, they had really nice boba, no coffee.
And the boba was really good.
It was really good.
really
And they had
good.
a lot of flavors.
Yes.
And they were just really good.
Yes.
It was really good.
There's not a lot of seating. There's outlets at all the seats though, which is nice. There's only seating for maybe like 6 people in the whole place.
Yeah. But I have never seen it busy, so I actually
I've only ever seen max 2 people in there.
Yeah, so like I enjoyed it. Like it was perfect
Yeah.
for what it is. They have music playing, but it was just like nice vibey music. It was just whatever the girls working
Yes.
put on.
And they didn't have a kitchen, so like there was no
There was a couple
food.
pastries.
There was a couple pastries, that was it. That was all the options for that. The vibes were really good.
No AC because again it was like an indoor outdoor kind of thing.
Yeah, but there was a couple, I think
The
there was a
Wi-Fi was
fan
good.
going, and it was the Wi-Fi was good.
Yeah, the Wi-Fi was
I
good.
liked
I
it.
loved it. It was a great spot to go in. I could have hung out there for like 2 to 3 hours, did a little bit of
Yeah.
like work emailing and just some stuff I needed to do before
Yeah.
moving on.
Absolutely.
So yeah,
it's like a
Tati was
little
nice.
like quieter spot if that's what you're looking
It's a
for.
boba tea spot.
It's good.
It was cute. I liked it.
Last one is our
This is our favorite spot.
Our favorite
This
spot.
was our ride or die. We got up every morning and went to this spot. Like they knew us when we left because
Yes.
this was the spot.
the days that we went on the northern trips and stuff and went out exploring for the day. They were like, "Oh, you weren't here yesterday."
You weren't here. Where were you? Oh, we were here. Oh, that's good.
The Greenhouse Cafe. Now, the Greenhouse Cafe, it's a little bit confusing. You go in and there's like the cafe's right in front of you, and then there's a surf shop right next door. Don't go in there. Like,
Well, you can.
You can. It's
you
great.
can go in there.
But that's not the best spot. The best spot is around to the left side where you see the bike parking. You go through there, follow the signs for the restaurant and go or cafe all the way to the back. That's the best spot.
That's the best spot.
It's beautiful back there. It's like this huge, big, like open, like wooden structure with glass around the outside. Big fans all around the inside.
Yeah.
It's nice and cool.
You're looking right at the
You're
water.
looking out at the water with this beautiful like lawn in front of you with these
Beautiful
palm trees,
landscaping.
and it's really good. It's
really
really
nice.
relaxing.
It's
really,
everything. So it's a surf shop. It is like a more formal restaurant in the front. It's the cafe in the back. It's an accommodation. They do surf lessons out of there. I think they also provide yoga sometimes out of there. I think there's a spa in there. Like it is like
Everything.
a resort. It's
Yeah.
almost like, it's like a resort, but they have the cafe and we were going into the cafe.
Yes, we were.
Like every single day.
Yes.
The coffee, the coconut coffee, they were always out of
The
it.
coconut cold brew.
Yeah, the coconut
So
cold
good.
brew.
So
So
good.
good. They were always out of it because it's cold brew, so it takes a long time to make.
Yeah.
But whenever they had it, we were like, "Do you have coconut cold brew?" And they'd be like, "Yeah." And we'd be like, "Yeah, too. We want that." It
Yep.
was so good.
And we would stay there pretty much all day.
Mm-hmm.
We'd get breakfast, lunch, and dinner there, work all day, get a serious amount of editing done,
Yeah.
which was really good. The internet was as good as we could get anywhere.
Yeah, it was the best and most consistent internet
Yes.
we could find.
Because, like, as we said, Wi-Fi in Siargao, and we've been rating the Wi-Fi in each place, the one thing to remember is the Wi-Fi drops out
Yeah.
to zero everywhere in Siargao. At random times during the day. If a storm rolls through, it's going to mess it
Yeah.
up. Like, there's no, like, what we consider, like, for where we're standing here, reliable internet. You have to get it while it's good, and if it's good, it's good. But the Greenhouse Cafe was where we found the most consistent, good internet.
Yeah. And they had lots of seating and they had lots of different seating. So they had like some booths. They had like loungers. They had bean bags. They had little tables.
Right.
They had all kinds of.
Yeah. And then they have the grass lawn too.
And
You
then they
can
have
go
the
out and
grass
sit
lawn,
out there if you want. I went out and recorded some voiceover work.
Yeah,
out
I did
there.
as well. And then I had to redo it because I realized I sat too close to the ocean and I got the little
You just
lapping
hear
of the
the-
waves. And I was like, oh, whoops.
Doesn't work with what I'm filming for.
Yeah, but it was really good. There was outlets. They were readily available. And because it's like an accommodation too, and it's like set in the back, it's a lot of people that are staying there.
Yes.
So you don't, they're not like kicking you out. It's almost like a common area. Like
Yeah.
it is a true like cafe
Yeah.
in like So you're not getting like kicked out. You're not like, oh, we're gonna turn in tables. Like you gotta leave now.
And the food was really good. I love a burger. A burger is like a particular soft spot for me, and the burgers there were really, really good.
They were really good. The salads were really good.
The salads were good. And then at 5 o'clock, it's happy hour.
It's happy hour.
So when you're done with your long day's work, you can grab a Red Horse.
They had sangria that was really good. Red Horse was good. Their cocktails were good. We had a couple gin and tonics. They were good.
We loved the Greenhouse Cafe.
The Greenhouse Cafe was like top. Like we stayed at Haraya, which is a hostel, and we loved it. But if we had a bigger budget, we would have been at a bungalow at the Green Cafe.
Yeah. We probably would never have left. That's the only problem.
We just lived there.
We wouldn't have seen any of Siargao.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. That wraps up all of the best cafes in Siargao for digital nomads. We hope you enjoyed this, and
if you want more from us, you can see us at @Rangeless_ on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, and anywhere else that you get your podcasts. Until next week, bye.